everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be bringing you guys a oxtail recipe. So here I have 2 pounds of oxtails, and what I'm going to do here is clean my oxtails with water and salt. So I usually clean them with lemon or oranges, but today I am cooking straight out of my refrigerator and I do not have any lemons or oranges. So I'm going to be using salt and water. I washed my oxtails about 3 times, and you know your oxtails are clean when the water is clear like this. Now for our veggies, here I have some parsley, celery, tomato, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, 1 onion, and 1 chile habanero. So what we're going to do here is just cut up all of our veggies, and then we're going to put them to the side for later. So make sure you guys are also washing your veggies thoroughly. So whenever I come back from the grocery store, what I do is I fill my sink up with salt, vinegar, and then I let all of my vegetables just soak there. And then when they soaked for about an hour, I would dry them, drain them, and then put them in the refrigerator for storing. You can see I'm putting all my veggies into a separate bowl just to store for later. And you're gonna see that I didn't cut the onion. That's because I just didn't want my eyes to burn. So I did cut the onion after the oxtails were seasoned. So for the seasonings, I did about 1 tablespoon for each seasoning, and I will also be letting you guys know what seasonings I did use. So for the seasonings, I did use garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, black pepper, thyme, salt, chicken bouillon, browning seasoning, adobe, liquid smoke, and Worcestershire sauce. And I also did add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And what we're going to do here is just combine all the seasonings into the meat, let it marinate. I use my hands. My hands are clean. I don't have no problem with getting my hands dirty in the kitchen, but you know, you can always use a spatula or gloves. Now you're just going to combine your veggies with your oxtail, and here I am cutting my onion last. And I do chunks because I just love onion so much, so I like cutting it in chunks. Lastly, I am cutting up some parsley, and then we're just going to put that on top. So I am combining everything with my hands, and that's just because I was trying to just break down the onion as much as I can. But like I said, you can use a spatula. I don't mind using my hands. So the best way to marinate your oxtails is to leave it in your refrigerator covered overnight. But if you're on a time crunch, you know, at least marinate for an hour. Me, I was on a time crunch, so I let my oxtails marinate for about an hour. So yeah. So now we are going to be braising our oxtails. What I have here is my skillet with some butter, and then to the butter I'm going to be adding some brown sugar. Okay, now so it's been an hour and here we have my tails, and what we're going to be doing here is just separating the veggies from the tails, and then we're just going to be adding the tails into the pot. So I did braise these tails for about 4 minutes on each side on medium-high heat. You just want to make sure that your oxtails just turn this brownish to a golden brown color. Now that my oxtails are seared, what we are going to be doing is be getting another pot, and in that pot I have some more butter, and here I'm going to be adding in all my oxtails with the veggies as well. Okay, so what I did for the oxtails is I cooked the oxtails on the stove for about 1 hour on low heat, and then what I did is I covered it with aluminum foil and I baked it for 325 degrees Fahrenheit for an additional 3 hours. So now that everything's in the pot, what we're going to do is get 1 cup of beef broth and add the beef broth to the pot. So here I'm going to be showing you guys a can of butter beans. What I did here is strain my butter beans, put the beans to the side, and we're going to be adding it into the pot later. So now here we have some ketchup. I do not have a measurement, so just kind of take a visual. This is about how much ketchup I did add into the pot. So I taste as I go, and here I felt like the oxtails needed some salt, and I did add some salt to the pot. Here are the butter beans I was talking about earlier. You are just going to add your butter beans to the pot. I love butter beans. Anytime I find a can in the store, I always get about 3 or 4 cans. One, because they are extremely hard to find. Where I'm from, I cannot find butter beans at all. Again, what you're gonna do is cook it on the stove top for about 1 hour on low, and then 3 hours in the oven on 300 degrees. So after 3 hours in the oven, this is how the oxtails came out. They look delicious, they taste delicious. Anyways, if you liked my video, let me know in the comments, give me a like. I will be dropping videos every week, so if there's a recipe you want me to make, just let me know.